ओम साई राम, ओम साई राम, ओम साई राम। श्री सच्चिदानंद सदगुरु साईनाथ महाराज की जय। श्री सच्चिदानंद सदगुरु साई करुणानंद महाराज की जय। श्री सच्चिदानंद जगत गुरु बाल योगिराज साई नारायण महाराज की जय। साई लीलावती माता की जय। Sri Sai Satchitra, Chapter 11. Sai is Saguna Brahma. Dr. Pandit's worship, Haji Sitikwalke, control over the elements. Let us now in this chapter describe the name and manifested Saguna Brahma Sai as to how he was worshipped and how he controlled the elements. Sai is Saguna Brahma. There are two aspects of God or Brahma, the unmanifested Nirguna and the manifested Saguna. The Nirguna is a formless, while the Saguna is with the form, though both denote the same Brahma. Some prefer to worship the former, some the latter. As stated in the Gita, chapter 13, the worship of the latter is easy and preferable. As man has got a form, body, senses, etc., it is natural and easy for him to worship the God with form. Our love and devotion do not develop unless we worship Saguna Brahma for a certain period of time. And as we advance, it leads us the worship meditation of Nirguna Brahma. So let us start with Saguna worship. Image, altar, fire, light, sun, water, Brahma are the seven objects of worship. But Sadguru is better than all these. Let us, on this occasion, bring to our mind the form of Sai, who was non-attachment incarnate, was a resting place for his devotees. Our faith in his words is the asana, and our sankalpa determination to accomplish the puja is the abandonment of all our desires. Some say that Sai was a Bhagavad Bhakta, devotee of Lord. Others say he was a Bhagavat, a great devotee, but to us he is a God incarnate. He was ever forgiving, never irritable, straight, soft, tolerant, and content beyond comparison. Though he looked embodied as having the form, he was really disembodied, emotionless, unattached, and internally free. The Ganges on this way to the sea cools and refreshes the creatures affected with heat, gives life to the crops and the trees, and the quenches the thirst of many. Similarly, sense souls like Sai, while they live their own life, give solace and comfort to all. Lord Krishna has said that Sant is my soul, my living image. I am he, or he is my pure form being. This is indescribable Shakti, or a power of God known as a pure existence, knowledge, and bliss, and incarnated in the form of Sai and Shruti. The Shruti Taittiriya Upanishad describes Brahma as a pure bliss. This we read or hear daily in the books, but remote people experience this Brahma or a bliss in Shirdi. Baba's support of all required no prop or asana from anybody. He always used a piece of sackcloth for his seat, which was covered with a small mattress by his bhaktas and had a bolster placed by them for rest. To his back, Baba respected the feelings of his devotees and allowed them to worship him as they liked. Some waved chamar or fans before him, some played on musical instruments, some washed his hands and feet, some others applied sand and chandan, some gave betel nut with leaves, and some other offered naivedya. Though he looked like living in Shirdi, he was present everywhere. This all-pervasiveness of his was daily experienced by his devotees. Our humble prostration to this all-pervasive Sadguru. Dr. Pandit's worship. One Dr. Pandit, a friend of Tatya Nulkar, once came to the Shirdi for Baba's darshan. After saluting Baba, he sat in the masjid for some time. Baba asked him to go to the Dadabhat Kelkar. He went to the Dadabhat, by whom he was well received. Then Dadabhat left his house for puja, and the Dr. Pandit accompanied him. Dadabhat worshipped Baba. Nobody until then dared to apply sandal paste to Baba's forehead. Only Mahalsapati used to apply it to his throat. But this simple-hearted Dr. Pandit took Dadabhat's dish containing puja materials, and taking sandal paste out of it, drew a tripunda on a drew a tripunda, that is three horizontal lines on Baba's forehead. To the surprise of all, Baba kept silence without uttering a single word. And Dadabhat then that evening asked Baba, how is it that, though you object to the sandal paste being applied by others to your forehead, You allowed Dr. Pandit to do so? Baba replied that Dr. Pandit believed him to be the same as his guru, Raghunatha Maharaj of Dopeshwar, known as Kaka Puranik, and he applied the piece to his forehead as he was doing to his guru. Hence, he could not object on inquiry. Dr. Pandit told Dada Bhatt that he took Baba's as his guru, Kaka Puranik, and realized him as the same. Hence, he marked the tripun on Baba's forehead as he did on his guru's. So Baba allowed the devotees to worship him as they pleased. Still, sometimes he acted in a strange way. Sometimes he threw away the puja dish and was wrath incarnate then who could approach him. Sometimes he scolded the devotees at times. He looked softer than the wax, a statue of a peace and forgiveness. Though he seemed to shake with anger, and his red eyes rolled around, still he was internally an ocean of affection and motherly love. He would call out his devotees and say that I never knew when he was ever angry with them. If it was possible that mother could kick their children and the sea turned back the river, he who not neglect the devotees' welfare, that he, the slave of his devotees, always stood by them and responded to them whenever they called upon him, and that he always longed for their love. Haji Siddiq Falke. There was no knowing as to when Baba would accept a devotee. That depended on his will. Siddiq Falke's story is to the point. One Mohammedan gentleman by name Siddiq Falke of Kalyan, after making pilgrimage to Makkah and Medina, came to Shirdi. He lived in the Chawdi, facing north, and sat in the open courtyard of the masjid. For 9 months, Baba ignored him and did not allow him to step into the masjid. Falke felt much disconsolate and did not know what to do. Somebody advised him not to be disappointed, but to try to approach Baba through Shama, Madhura Deshpande, a close and intimate devotee of Baba. He told him that they approached the Lord Shiva through his servant and devotee Nandi. So should Baba be approached through Shama? Palki liked the idea and implored Shama to intercede with him. Shama agreed and on a convenient occasion spoke to Baba about him. Thus, Baba, why don't you allow the old Haji to step into the masjid? While so many persons freely come and go after taking your darshan, why not bless him once? Baba replied, Shama, you are immature to understand the things. If the Fakir Allah does not allow, what can I do? Without his grace, who will climb into the masjid? Well, go to him and ask him whether he will come to the narrow footpath near the Bharvi well. Shama went and returned with an affirmative answer. Again, Baba said to Shama, ask him whether he is willing to pay me sum of 40,000 in 4 installments. Shama went and returned with the answer that he was willing to pay even 40 lakhs. Again, Baba said to Shama, we are going to cut a goat in the masjid, so ask him whether he would like to have its meat, haunch, or testicles of the goat. Shama returned with the answer that the Haji would be happy to receive a small crumb from Baba's kolamba mudpot. Hearing this, Baba got excited and with his hands threw away the earthen jars and kolamba and straight away advanced to the Haji and lifting his kafni up in the arm said, why do you brag and pose yourself as an old Haji? Do you read Quran like this? You are proud of your pilgrimage of Makkah. But you do not know me. Being thus so scolded, the Haji was confounded. Baba then went back to the masjid, purchased a basket of mangoes and sent them to the Haji. Then again, Baba went to the Haji and taking out rupees 55 from his pocket, gave them in the Haji's hand. And thenceforth, Baba loved the Haji, invited him for meals, and the Haji thereafter came into the masjid Whenever he liked, Baba gave him at times some rupees, and thus the Haji was enrolled in the Baba's Darbar. Baba's control over the elements. We shall close this chapter after describing two incidents showing Baba's control over the elements. Once, at the evening time, there was a terrible storm at Shirdi. The sky was overcast with thick black clouds. The winds began to blow with great force. The clouds roared and the lightning began to flash and the rains started pouring in torrents. In the short time, the whole place was flooded with water. All the creatures, birds, beasts, and the man got terribly frightened, and they all flocked to the masjid for shelter. There was a many local deities in Shirdi, but none of them came to the rescue. So they all prayed to Baba, their god, who was found fond of their devotion, to intercede and quell the storm. Baba was much moved. He came out and standing at the edge of the masjid, addressed the storm in the loud and thunderous voice. Stop, stop your fury and be calm. In a few minutes the rain subsided, the wind ceased to blow and the storm came to stop. Then the moon rose in the sky and people went back to home well pleased. On another occasion at noon, the fire in the dhuni began to burn brightly. Flames were seen at reaching the rafters above. The people who were sitting in the masjid did not know what to do. They dared not to ask Baba to pour water to do anything to quench the flames. But Baba soon came to realize that was happening. He took up his satka, short stick, and dashed into the against a pillar in front, saying, "Get down, be calm." At each stroke of the satka, the flames began to slow down, and in a few minutes, the dhuni became calm and normal. This is our Sai, an incarnation of God. He will bless many men who will prostrate and surrender himself to him. He who will read the stories of this chapter daily with faith and devotion will soon be free from all calamities. Not only this, but always attached and devoted to Sai, he will get very soon God vision. All his desires will be fulfilled, and being ultimately desireless, he will attain the supreme aim. Go to Sri Sai, peace be to all. Sri Sachidananda Sadguru Sai Nath Maharaj ki jai. Sri Sachidananda Sadguru Sai Karnananda Maharaj ki jai. Sri Sachidananda Jagat Guru Bal Yugraj Sai Nara Maharaj ki jai. Sai Leelavati Mata ki jai. Om Sai Ram.